Welcome one and all to the ManComicReviews YouTube channel. So today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys a off-the-cuff review for Marvel Zombies Dead Days. Now, my history when it comes to Dead Days is pretty much, this is a story that I think I'll always come back to no matter how much time has passed. I'm pretty sure it's like that for a lot of people who read comics or anything else you're into. It's always that one thing you'll know you'll go back to no matter what. So for Marvel Zombies, quick story breakdown, if you will. I view Dead Days as a sort of ground zero event to the first 5-issue miniseries from Marvel Zombies. You get to see how New York fell, you get to see how different of the heroes fell or died. And another reason why I love Dead Days so much is that it handles different perspectives of different characters so well. So to start off the book, you deal with Spider-Man's perspective from when he is first infected. You deal with X-Men, Magneto, Tony Stark, Nick Fury. You really get to see how these different characters within the Marvel Universe are taking these events, how they are processing them. Nova, for instance. Nova in this book, I'm gonna piss off some Nova fans, but in this book in particular, he was just so much a pussy, to put it lightly. The reason why I say that is because one thing that happens is that when he goes to visit Spider-Man after everything is going on, he finds Peter eating Aunt May. So then after that, a fight breaks out between the two of them. They end up on a rooftop. Nova is about to become eaten. He's about to be eaten. Then he is saved by Daredevil. Daredevil tells him that, hey, you're going to have to kill Spider-Man. He's not the guy you once knew. Nova panics, and this causes Spider-Man to pounce on Daredevil and kill him. Second thing that happens is that this is another scene I love is Nick Fury has the Resistance together. It's various heroes and villains from the Marvel Universe, and they're all on the Shield Helicarrier. Sorry about that. And Nick Fury is giving them a breakdown on what they need to do. So Nova breaks down and pretty much says, you guys are treating this like it's another Kree-Skull War invasion. I know this is kind of like the thing we do. We get together every month or so to thwart some world-ending catastrophe. But this isn't it. And on that, I'll have to agree on Nova with, because flesh-eating monsters is just something. You're just like, what the fuck? But yeah. And since I brought up Nova and a couple of his scenes that he has in the book, I'll go over a few more that I enjoyed. Another one has to deal with Giant Man. Now, as a kid reading this book, there were two Marvel superheroes for a time that I did not like: Reed Richards and Giant Man. The reason being is that in this book, they go the route of, hey, maybe it's not too bad that we're cannibal monsters, you know what I mean? But with Giant Man, as they're walking through New York, it's him and T'Challa. Now the big battle is happening against the zombies with the Resistance, losing numbers, and so Giant Man and Black Panther, they pretty much are able to get away for a minute. But Black Panther notices that Giant Man has a bite on his, I want to say on his left side. And this causes Giant Man to kind of freak out. He enlarges himself, smushes and knocks out T'Challa, and brings him into his underground lab. Now in Dead Days, they don't really go to why is he bringing him down there. They do in a bit in the Marvel Zombies mainline series. But just to tell you, pretty much Giant Man wants to figure out what's really going on. But he was going to need a snack, because the way the hunger virus works, or the zombie infection works, is that once the zombie heroes are first infected, with the virus, they are sent on a feeding frenzy. And then once they do eat, they, in a sense, regain their consciousness, because even when they are infected, they still do keep the same abilities that they used before, you know? I kind of look at that as it's just all working off of muscle memory. But yeah, that's why pretty much Giant Man kidnaps T'Challa and leaves him in this underground lab. Another scene that I do like is the infection of the Fantastic Four. Now, the way this happens is that on the helicarrier, with Reed actually working with the corpse, Susan Storm doesn't really like this idea. Reed is making observations like, hey, they pretty much run off of not all the basic stuff in your body that we as regular people need. Now, Sue is disgusted by this because a zombified She-Hulk did manage to get into the Baxter building and kill both of their kids. So, it's pretty understandable why Susan has a problem with them being so, like, amazed by this. So, when they do go back in, not Reed in there, but Sue, Ben, and Johnny go in there, Reed says that he makes it, I think he does a way to make it airborne, and he pricks their skin as they're coming in. So they get infected. Reed smiles as he's being eaten alive by them, and then after that, they break out of the lab that Reed was in, and they attack everybody on the helicarrier. So the people who make the final stand is Nick Fury, Colossus, Storm, Doctor Strange, Nightcrawler, and if I haven't said it before, maybe I did, Thor. So what they have is a portal to escape out of this dimension and find another. That was one of the things Tony Stark was working on while all the chaos below in the streets was going on. He was working on a way for them to leave this dimension. After basically being cornered and trapped by the zombified Fantastic Four, Nick Fury orders Thor to destroy the portal. After this, the Fantastic Four make their way in. They infect everybody. I didn't notice this as a kid. They infect everybody but Nick Fury. Because I think it was either, Reed makes a point that, oh man, you really have to do that now. It's going to be kind of over for you, but don't worry, we'll make it quick. So if you just like look closely at the bottom with all standing up, now zombies, there's like a little bit of like a corpse left or just like a pile of flesh. Pretty sure that's Nick Fury. And so to conclude this video, Marvel Zombies Dead Days is still a fun and fantastic read. Now, personally, you can just kind of read this on your own. Not on your own, I mean, but like you can read it as itself and kind of just leave it there as a fun little like, ooh, like I wonder what happens. Or you can just go ahead and read the Marvel Zombies full series, the first 5-part miniseries, just to give you like a full grasp. And I don't really think that would, because there's a lot of other stuff when it comes to where the infection came from, where it started. It's a whole thing. But I'm going to give Marvel Zombies Dead Days a 9 out of 10. Really enjoyed this book. Really looking forward. I actually might go through and read a lot of other Marvel Zombie stuff, because I think the Omnibus collection from Marvel Zombies came out probably like maybe a few weeks ago. But yeah, guys, that's going to do it for me. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.